Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air. It's back. Got his man quickly. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap.
Pulls it in on the right, and he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They've been denied on 2 of their 3 previous red zone trips, looking to pay this one off with a touchdown. They'll run play action. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little kick route, try to get my guy open.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Makes the grab. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
4th and goal from the 3. Let's see what this offense can dial up from here. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Well, let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
The big fella's on the field, guys, for the 2-point conversion. Powers forward. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of 2-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Use the play fake, now to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. They'll see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. Turning it on. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Hurricanes want to crank the tempo. Looking to pass. It's back. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The short hands, it's Fletcher. They get him down at the 36, it will be a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Back to pass on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let it go. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Ready, break.
Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, I love the job in coverage there. Sure, the guy made the catch, but right away the defender able to bring him down. No possibility of yak on that play.
Quarterback keeps it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Okay, ready.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's back. Fires to the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And obviously this offense has had their way, getting the huge lead. And now, when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. On the run, it's Jackson. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Quarterback extends the play. Got him downfield.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Shakes off the defender. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
and they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Back to pass, it's Beck. Got it set up on the outside. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Bully ball on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Off the play fake. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One final period to play, and we'll see who can grab that W as we start the 4th. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And the Hurricanes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wants to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Marion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Oh, he wants it all. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Beck. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the knee.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
As he throws, that ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Might be looking to run. Finds his tight end. Looking for room at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. A first down for the offense. Here we go. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. It's caught downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The play action fake. Going for it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down.
And you got to wonder if this offense is trying to run the score up because they are blowing this team out. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and they're still taking shots. They're going to play until this clock reads all zeros.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Sayin. Under fire. He'll throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Off the RPO, complete. The Buckeyes are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Buckeyes! A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, they want the 2, and the holder tries to throw for it. They get to him, and boy, did this defense need that.
No good. That keeps the score. Ohio State 42, Miami 13.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And they'll try to tack on 2. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And they swarm him under.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory. To start this drive at their own 47. Quick release on the RPO. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. One more play to pad the stats. He might want another play. Off play action. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think the possible upset 2 really good teams, Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them.
Created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender, the other simply is not, and that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations.
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of 2 elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to venerable Bobby Dodd Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, home of the rambling wreck of Georgia Tech. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on the 24th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. They're going to try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
At the start, this kid was looking for, very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Got the first down and more. There he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Oh, and he hit the upright. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Man, these coaches talked about being aggressive, and they were. First quarter, you're going with the onside already. I would say it's a little bit careless, a little bit reckless. Onside kicks are not high percentage, but they went for it, they failed, and now let's see how they respond.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's King. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Shoots it to the left. That's caught. It's Rivers. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy in the ground.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, good decision there by the QB. A little zone read action. He reads the defensive end crashing down, keeps it himself, gets a nice chunk of yards.
And when you do that, you just sort of get the drive going or keep it going, as the case may be.
It's amazing in college football now how big of a part of each offense the zone read has become. As we're seeing more and more athletic quarterbacks on rosters now, that is a staple of this sport.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. He'll set up to throw. The screen, he can go. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Diggs. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He's not going to make it. Stopped short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Ole Miss 12, Georgia Tech 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Split backs here. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
To the air, it's King. Rushes on him. He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Crosses the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Gets rid of it. Finds a tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Yellow Jackets will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He made the catch past the marker, but he was also past the sidelines. Incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
And the Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being...
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
That's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take them away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Back to throw, it's King. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Rolling right and going deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the 1st half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. Smashes through the tackle. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll run play action. Showing the arm straight down the left side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The offense changing the play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Number 33 on the field goal.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half. Lined up for an onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Rebels in a good spot here with second and short. The sure hands, it's Lee. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Lee. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Leaves it with the running back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On fourth down, going to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Looking to throw, it's King. Punts it out of the air. You can dance around and look for space, or you can throw the stiff arm at him. He gets it out to the 17. Looking to fire. Buys a little extra time. Got a man. It's Rivers. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in a hurry-up. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Rivers. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Pulls it in. It's Rivers. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, 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 please bring it back, bring it back.
As a quarterback, Reese, you got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's right. Touchdown, Rebels! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Getting aggressive here and going for two. They'll try to blast their way in. Knocked off his feet.
The two-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Ole Miss 18, Georgia Tech 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10, here he comes. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Grab behind the line. It's Hosman. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Diggs. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Dropping back, it's King. Keeps looking downfield. Right on the money. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires on the move. All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. End off from the gun. Runs through a tackle.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. The snap sets up the throw. That's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? To the air, it's King. Flushed out of the pocket. He wants it all. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
How about the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch?
Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires left. Got his man. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a play by the defense, right? You got the lead, but your backs are up against the wall down in your own red zone. Someone's got to be able to step up and make a play. And he delivers in the end zone, getting the INT, preserving his team's lead here late.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw it again from their own end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The Yellow Jackets just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's King. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying down the left side. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And It's your job to stop him. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.